Welcome everybody to the Global Dining Series at home, here with me, Michael Blackie, at Next. We're doing Italy today, Italy in a box. Why is this particularly important to me? Well, my wife and I, we've been married for 25 years, and our 20th wedding anniversary went to Italy. I'd never been before. I can't wait to share with you some of the incredible food and flavors I discovered on this 3-week odyssey that took me from Rome all the way down to Sicily and the slowest drive all the way back. Okay, let's go right into it. Well, the first thing and the biggest priority, once you've got everything unpacked, is to get ready with the cocktail. So, cocktail mise en place, 2 cocktail glasses, and doing 2 zombies. You got the jar. Inside of here, we have Aperol, Pinot Grigio, some elderflower liqueur, okay? Normally an Aperol is done with Prosecco and Aperol, but that's why we're calling it an Aperol Breeze. You have a can of limonata, and you have 1 full lemon. So, this is a really straightforward little cocktail. You're going to grab some ice and fill up your glasses. And to get that right filled up. Okay, so what you're gonna do, you take your mixture and you're going to divide it equally between the 2. 1 and 2. That's pretty decent. Then you're going to fill with the limonata. You want to pour slowly, and there's a reason behind the mastery here. And what is the mastery that we're talking about here? You see that color? You've got the Aperol and the Pinot Grigio with the elderflower, Saint-Germain elderflower at the bottom. You're going to grab your lemon and cut her right in half. Remove your seeds, split down the middle, give a little notch. Do it again for garnish. Okay, and then all you want to do here is you want to do 1 full pump of lemon juice in 1. Do it again for the other. And then put a little garnish on the side of the glass. Look at that. I'm just going to give a little top up here. Don't want somebody feeling jealous that they didn't get enough. An Aperol Breeze. Italy. Here we go. I hope you enjoyed the Aperol Breeze. Kick-ass cocktail. I loved it. Yeah, you can tell I've had a little bit of it. Well, I had all of it. Let's get into the canapés. So you're going to pull these 2 containers, 1 and 2. Let's go for it and have a look at what we got going on here. So in canapé 1, you're going to have 4 crostinis inside. Along with that, some Parmesan cheese and the bruschetta mix ready to go. In container 2, you're going to have 4 crostinis again. And in there, you're going to have the salted cod mixture. This is salted cod done with a touch of sour cream, salt, garlic. Garnish as chives. So let's talk about assembling this all together. It's very straightforward, no heating involved, super simple. So, grab yourself a little spoon. Your bruschetta mix is ready to go. If you want, and a little pro tip for you too, if you want to pop these in the oven and give them a little heat, just to kind of release the oils and make it super crunchy again, go for it. They are pretty crisp. They have been cooked on the day of when you came for pickup. So you're just gonna take your bruschetta mix, you're gonna pop it right over the top and pile it up nice and generously on top of each crostini, and drop it down. You're just gonna do 2 of everything. So very straightforward. So after the canapés, we're actually gonna go slide into a caprese salad. And I'm just gonna let you know right now, we're not gonna be doing crostinis with a caprese because it's just, frankly, it's too much bread. I don't want you blowing up by the time you get to the 7th course. So don't get any ideas about pulling bread into this menu tonight, okay? So we're just gonna finish off with some Parmesan cheese off the top here. And I'm not giving you that much. You're gonna get a lot less than that, all right? So that's your bruschetta. And then we follow up with the bacala. So again, little crostini, gonna go inside. So this is just salted cod that has been soaked for 48 hours, and then we puree it with a touch of sour cream, the garlic, salt, straightforward. Boom, down, there's one. And then we do the other one, down for 2. And then you're just gonna finish off with a little bit of chive on top. And you know, I mean, if you want to do a clean presentation for the canapes, you can put the chives on top off to the side and then put them on. But I don't know, I kind of like it where the chives kind of flecking all over the board and a little bit of the cheese on there. Bruschetta, salted cod, little canapé, a little nibbly action to go with your cocktail. And hopefully you didn't drink the whole cocktail. You saved some to go with the canapés. Enjoy. Course 1, Italy, Caprese salad. It's really tomato, cheese, basil, Maldon salt, good olive oil, great balsamic, and bocconcini. So let's just go through everything we have here. The bocconcini, I have fresh basil leaves in here with some Maldon sea salt. This is the balsamic and olive oil, and it's not emulsified, it's separated. And then the tomatoes. So to put this together, it's so simple. Grab your plates, grab your tomatoes, and just want to kind of randomly pop down your tomatoes so that you've got good color action going on. So in the cup, you've got balsamic and olive oil. All you're going to do here is you're going to take a little demi-tasse spoon, is going to be the best action, and you're just going to drizzle this down. And there's a reason why we go with this first on the tomatoes, is we wouldn't want to put the cheese down because the cheese is white. And when you put that balsamic onto the cheese, it's just gonna stain it and it's gonna look nasty. So we're gonna just rip open these bocconcini balls and you're just gonna plop them down again. The cheese just goes down, random. Don't try to have any kind of uniformity to it. Kind of spread it all over the place. There's the cheese. Now the basil. So inside the container is the salt. Now, because of moisture, it's gonna kind of be a little sticky. So just kind of whack it over the top, and that's Maldon sea salt, which is basically a finishing salt. Got great texture to it. When you bite into the tomatoes, the softness, the ripeness, then you're gonna get these salt sprites that are gonna dance right behind it. The basil, you're gonna wanna just rip it and drop it down. Look, that was it. It's so straightforward. It's so easy. There we go. Caprese salad. Enjoy. Course 2, veal and spinach anolati. Let's talk about what we've got going on here. So the first thing you're going to notice about the anolatis is, what do they remind you of? Well, they look like firecrackers. So it's not a traditional looking agnolotti, but the veal and spinach is inside, fresh pasta. So we have 2 of those. What else do we have? We have the butter sauce done with fresh lemon inside. We have a mixture here comprised of chopped parsley and Kalamata black olive. And then we have another container with some oil and butter. So what you need to do, these have already been blanched. So we're not going to be popping these back into water. They're blanched, they're cooled, they're ready to go. What you're going to do is you're going to get a gnarly old frying pan. You know what I love about, as time moves on, is how awesome certain things are. Look at this frying pan. I've had this frying pan for 7 years here, and I just love it. It's got all this energy and history to it. So into the frying pan goes the butter along with the olive oil. You're going to take your 2 agnolottis and drop them down into the frying pan. Over on the microwave, you want to take your butter sauce and you want to pop it in. Power level 7. Really important using power levels so we can diminish the amount of intensity that the microwave is placing on the elements that are inside. You want to set the timer to 30 seconds. Hit and go. Move your containers out of the way. Let's come back and have a look at it. Now, heat-wise on the frying pan, we're talking about a medium flame, right? I'm just gonna bring that up a little bit more. And think about it. If I can cook it on a cassette burner here on this set, you'll have no problem doing it at home on your stove, be it gas or electric. Now, or even induction. So the butter is caramelizing and coming through, and what you're going to do is you're going to turn your agnolotti. So we're trying to get some color on this agnolotti. And if you don't want to do the color, you don't have to do the color, but you're going to be cooking a lot slower. So back over, the butter sauce is ready. I've got these sexy little dishes that I've got set up for myself, little canoes, looking very Canadiana. And then we're just gonna pop over one more time. That is how fast it is to get the agnolottis heated up. So you're gonna just take your spoon, you're gonna pull them out, gonna drop it down in the center. Do a second one. Turn off your flame. You're gonna come in next with the Kalamata and the olive. Now, these are raw, and there's obviously no need to saute it out because Kalamata olive, it's very intense. So you don't want to overcook, you don't want to cook, you just want the heat of the butter caper sauce splashed over the top. And I do apologize, this is actually, there's no caper in this. This is just butter, fresh lemon, little white wine reduction, and you're just popping that down over the top of the agnolotti. Doesn't that look gorgeous? Make sure you have enough butter down. You can never have enough butter. You know, butter is the essence of life, right? I mean, who out there could move on every day without butter in your life? I couldn't. I have to have it. And you're going to enjoy it immensely. The agnolotti, Christmas style. I hope you enjoyed course 2. Let's slide into course 3. Need you to head over to the fridge and pull 2 containers, C1 and C2. What are we making? I mean, this would not be an Italian dinner if we didn't do risotto. So this is risotto done with wild mushrooms, along with guanciale, peas, Parmesan cheese. Let's have a look. Let's get into the box. So inside you have your risotto, which is already par-cooked, and it's cooked about 45%. You have butter, cubed, ready to go. Olive oil, which is a little bit of a finishing and also part of cooking, and it has Maldon sea salt flakes in it. This is the guanciale, already par-cooked with the mushrooms, already par-cooked to speed up the process. Peas, the peas are not cooked. The peas are still raw because it is chlorophyll. Over here is the stock. It's just basically a veal stock that we're going to use to continue to cook out. What do you need for setup on your stove at home? You need to have a frying pan. Or you can use a sauce pot if you want. I'm gonna use a frying pan because I want you to see the action that's going on in there. So, how do we get going? Move all your lids to the side, dive back into this, and the first thing that you're going to do is you're going to take the oil, and you're gonna drop it into a medium-high frying pan. Just gonna bring the heat up a little bit here. There we go. Grab yourself a spoon. And the first thing to be done is let's get the mushrooms in the frying pan with the guanciale. And then you're gonna go right with the risotto inside. So the whole texture that you're looking for with the rice is that it's al dente, so, which of course means soft to the tooth. So it's gonna be forgiving, but it's gonna have a firmness to it. So you have a lot of stock here. You're gonna add some stock in. And you're basically going to work the frying pan, work the rice. Every time I pass my spoon through this rice, I'm breaking down the surface of the risotto, the arborio rice itself, and allowing it to become creamier and creamier. So we're gonna bring the flame up even higher now. So gas should be pretty much almost at around 70 to 80%. Make sure you're scraping down the sides. Now, you know, if you're not using a frying pan, you're using a little stock pot, something like this would be perfect. But again, we're just using that so that we can agitate and work out the rice. Now you want to go with the butter. So the butter is cut into cubes because what we're trying to achieve here is that creamy texture. Okay. My sous chef, Patty. Thanks, bud. So here we go. There's the balls. So you can see that you've got to keep working it. More stock. It's at this stage, and what have we been doing this now? Maybe 2.5, 3 minutes? Not long. So we're going to let that continue to cook. You can see the mushrooms in there, along with the guanciale. I haven't added the peas yet because it's chlorophyll, it's green. I don't want to mess with that. So you can see as we cook it down and the action, we're going to bring the flame down just ever so slight. Bring it down to around a 6. So you can kind of see, it's kind of like, you know when you cook making pancakes and you put the batter in and you get the holes coming through in the batter as the heat transitions through it? It's kind of the same thing here. You can see all the little holes popping through. Keep working it, and what we're doing is we're cooking off the moisture or this coming from the stock, and then we're just left with the risotto and the mushrooms with the guanciale. And keep working it down, working it down. We're not that far behind. It's at this stage now that we'll add the peas. We've got our plates ready. And again, if you want to have your plates warmed, you can do that. If you go back to the guideline sheet, it'll tell you which plates need to be cold and which plates need to be warmed. Sense of purpose here, these plates are cold. They're not heated through and through. So this is gorgeous. It is there. This is like a total experience of about 5 minutes to go from beginning to end. Give another little go. This is like, and it is ready. Okay, so right down, center of the bowl. This is like perfect for this time of the year with the festive season upon us. Warm, heartwarming, it's cold outside, and nothing better than a risotto. And divide that evenly between the two of you. You're going to finish it off with the Maldon sea salt and the olive oil. You're just going to run it down and stream. Run it down and stream. wild mushroom risotto done with white truffle, no less. Oh, there's a little secret at the end for you. There's white truffle oil that I put into the olive oil, so that's flavoring it through with the peas. Enjoy. Course 4. You're gonna go to the fridge, you're gonna grab container D, you're gonna bring it over to the table, get yourself set up with your plates here. No heating involved here. This is very straightforward. This is a Asiago cheese panna cotta done with pistachios, crispy prosciutto. We have a lemon olive oil dressing. So it's just something to kind of break up the push of everything that we're going. You've done some heavy courses here, so let's do something a little bit lighter here. So each little panna cotta, drop down onto the plate. You have your dressing, which comprises of nothing more than cracked mustard seed, fresh lemon, and olive oil. You're just gonna nappage, I think it would be the French word. I have no idea what the Italian word is, but we just want to coat that dressing right over the top of the panna cotta. You can do a couple little dribbles around the plate if you wish, but don't do dots. Dribbles, no dots. All right, and then you're going to take some of the chili threads, sprinkle those down, and then the pistachio, which has been roasted to release the oils and kind of freshen them up, the nuts. We're just going to sprinkle those down on the plate as well. There's going to be great texture against the softness of the gelatin set panna cotta with the Asiago cheese. Nothing more than milk. It's milk, gelatin, garlic, Asiago. That's pretty much it. Then you have your prosciutto. So if you find the prosciutto's a little soft, you can always just pop it in an oven, 200 degrees Fahrenheit. And you want to let that go for maybe a couple of minutes. Like when I say a couple of minutes, I'm going to actually go like 40 seconds tops, okay? So the pancetta, you're just going to basically push it right into the gelatin leave on the side. And do I have another little piece here I can do? Probably going to be a little bit tougher, that one, so we'll just talk it like that. Boom, move everything to the side. Asiago panna cotta, prosciutto crispy, pistachio lemon olive oil bomb. Okay, everybody, so we're on course 5. So what I need you to do, head to the fridge. You want to bring out container E. You're going to have 2 containers, E1 and E2. Let's get into it and look at what we have. So in the cup, the paper cup, you have arugula with sun-dried tomato. You're going to grab yourself a stainless steel bowl, drop that into the stainless steel bowl. It's pretty much a little salad that's going to be used to finish off. What are we making? Veal milanese. Veal milanese, I guess you could kind of say in some ways it's the schnitzel of Italy. Let's go through all the elements that we have in here. So we have a lovely piece of veal milanese done already in the breading crust. We have some Parmesan cheese. Let me open up these things. Parmesan cheese. We have some beet stained shallots to finish off the dish as a garnish. We have the dressing, classic Blackie style here, lemon olive oil. I don't really believe in any other dressing unless we're doing a Caesar. This is vegetable oil with a little blend of olive oil. That you're going to just take right away and pop into a frying pan that is on a medium-high flame, and ideally, it's a Teflon coater. This is the buttered caper sauce to finish off, and that we can drop into the microwave. For those that haven't done this before, we're going to power level 7, and we're going to set this timer up for 35 seconds. You can let that run. While all that's going on, we're going to come over here, take the veal milanese, and we're going to drop that right into the frying pan. Okay. Pop that to the side. What are we left with? The Parmesan cheese, the dressing, and the salad. So for the dressing, while the veal's going, we're just going to come over here, do half the dressing into the salad, a little bit of salt. I don't provide salt. You should have salt. Give a little mix up, put to the side. Come back to the veal. Again, the veal should be on a medium flame. I'm just going to crank that up a little bit more. We're going to see how things are going on in there. So let's see. This takes no time at all. There we go. We flipped it over. I'm going to definitely bring the flame up here on this. That's less than a minute away. So while all that's been going on, we're going to go back into the microwave. We're going to bring out our butter sauce. Butter sauce is ready to go. Ooh, that looks good. So, straightforward. The veal, I don't like it well done, so I'm done. Now, you can bring your veal over, drop it onto a cutting board, grab your chef's knife, give a split right down the middle. You got two gorgeous pieces here, one down. Woo, she's hot. Two, you're going to take your arugula, you're going to drop that down, a couple of the cherry tomatoes. Again, repeat the process on the second plate. Garnish with some beet-stained shallots, just for color. Make the plate punch a little bit. Parmesan cheese. Go crazy with the Parmesan, right? It's like butter. You only live once. Enjoy the butter, enjoy the cheese. Okay, that's to the side. So last thing is the sauce, the butter sauce done with the caper and the lemon. We're just going to splash that down on the edges of the dish. And you can be quite liberal with this as you lay it down. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Here we are. I mean, look at that. Did that take no time at all? I can't even lift it up. It's so beautiful. Veal milanese, done with an arugula salad, oven-dried cherry tomatoes, Parmesan cheese, lemon butter sauce with caper. Enjoy.
With you, the sun is shining 24/7. 'Cause when we're together, it feels like we're in heaven.
Well, let's go to the fridge. Let's get the next course done. You're almost there. The reward is not far behind. But right now you want to grab box F. Box F is for course 6. You know, I'm just thinking to myself, why didn't I just label the boxes by numbers? And then just to kind of, deep thoughts here with Michael Blackie as we experience Italy together. So open the case, and this is straightforward. So nduja is in this container right here. Nduja is this lovely thing that I discovered when my wife Jillian and I went to Italy for our 20th wedding anniversary. This is from Sicily. You find it everywhere. Really hard to access here in good old Ottawa, but I do have a source, and it's kick-ass. It's spicy as the Dickens. The Dickens. Yes, it's Christmas, the Dickens. So, in here, chili flakes, onion, and what else I got in there? A little bit of tomato. Awesome. We have some fennel fronds for garnish, some butter, and a little bit of, basically in here, this is a little cream reduction with lemon. So let's talk about it. See the frying pan? Well, we're gonna go right now with the oil inside. And the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna drop in your vegetable. You're gonna follow that up with a nduja. If you don't want it super spicy, put half the amount of nduja, okay? You're gonna take a spoon, you're gonna work that down. We are gonna now head with the butter. You wanna keep that heat up in the pan, and the reason you wanna keep it up is we don't want the shrimp to boil. So when you put the shrimp into the pan, don't have them touching each other. Have them all spread out. Have them right down on the bottom of the pan. All your containers put to the side. For me, presentation-wise, I would use a soup plate for this. This is the buttercream reduction that we have. The shrimpies are there. Let's have a little peekaboo and see what happens when I give them a little flip. Now, as we've said many times, I'll say it again, try not to move things in the pan. And when I say move, I'm talking about like constantly shaking things. Just leave it be. Let that cook out. It's not going to be long. You listening to it? It's coming. It's coming quick. So for your fennel frond, you're just going to pull the stems down. You're going to put it all together in your fingers in a little chiffonade. Just julienne it all up. Little chiffonade dice out. There you go. That's good. Keep that to the side. Back to the shrimpies. You can see what happens to the shrimp. They tighten up, okay? Now we're going to flip them. Whoa. Or you can be like this, look. Only saute like this and do these pan flips if you're experienced. If not, don't do it. Okay, so shrimp take no time. Sauce down, in. This is going to basically balance everything out for us. We're going to let that come together. And, you know, and I like it spicy, so you're done. So you're going to take your shrimpies. You have 3 shrimp per person. If you wanted more, you should have ordered 2 boxes. All right, so here we go. How fast was that? The fennel, right down on top. We've got a little bit of mucka on the side here. I'm just going to clean up. Shrimp nduja. That's it. It's so simple. It's way better than a shrimp cocktail any day of the week. Enjoy. Congratulations, you've made it to the last course of this 7-meal extravaganza. You're gonna go to the fridge, you're gonna pull out container G for course 7, and don't forget to pop into the freezer and grab this little 4-ounce container. In it, it contains the ice cream. This is Nutella and amaretto ice cream. It's divine. Let's look at what's in the box. The dessert, it's panettone pudding. The bread and butter pudding, panettone and butter pudding. So you got 2 little bad boys like this. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pop them in. You're gonna set your microwave up to 7, and you're just gonna give a 20-second zap. And why are we doing a 20-second zap? All we're trying to do here is take the chill off the panettone so it's warm through and through. What else do we have in the container? Just some garnish, comprising of some blueberries, meringue, and crumble. And then the last one here is a peanut caramel. Pull those bad boys out, and we're gonna loosen up the caramel. See how firm the caramel is? So we're gonna pop that in. We're gonna go to 35 seconds on level 7, and that'll be a 35-second count. And away we go. So, simply put, 1, 2. Ooh, I nearly lost my garnish. That would have been the end of it all. You're gonna need a teaspoon to shape your ice cream to go on top. At the 14-second mark, I guess while that's counting down, I'm gonna wait. I don't wanna get ahead of myself here. So counting it down on 4, 3, 2, 1. There we go. Caramel sauce is here. Oh, look at that, it's all ooey gooey. So while the caramel sauce is hot, just wanna run that all over the panettone. Look at that looks so awesome. Okay, and then you're gonna go with your garnish over the top. It looks like a little snow action going on there, so perfect for Christmas. And then your ice cream. So your ice cream is gonna go down, and you can see I put the ice cream on last because I don't want the garnish coating the ice cream. Just gonna pop that right down there. Nice canal, hold on. Ooh, I gotta tell you, there's perks to cooking in the kitchen. Wow. Nutella and amaretto. That's a combo. It's the completion of Italy. You know, the only thing to do now is just curl up in front of the fireplace and reminisce on this incredible dinner that you've been with. Thanks for joining us.